Right. What is going on, guys? So I'm getting here a little bit late today. Well, we got it's okay, but it means that I haven't really taken much of a look at the market today. But from what little I did see, I'm definitely seeing like a pretty large pullback in the marketplace. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts. So you can see we had this right around like 7 o'clock or so with this huge red candle. Look at that. So we very much rejected off of that $3,800 level that we were struggling at yesterday. Um, Looks like we broke above it in the afternoon, but 36.86. Yeah, like yesterday we stopped trading right around here. I want to say no, it was like up in here. Yeah, because that's like 740. Yeah, so this was like we stopped trading right around here yesterday, and because it just didn't really look like it was gonna break out, and it like came back, held up, and just kind of chopped the whole rest of the day. Came up a little bit and hit 3808, but just rejected off of that. And I didn't think after this many attempts, I just didn't think it was gonna break out, because it's like, like after something attempts to break out that many times, it just doesn't seem to work out really. So here's where we are now. We're very much in a bearish downtrend on the day. Here's the beginning of the day, like right here, last night around midnight, and you can see it's pretty much just been declining most of the day, and bounce off this previous level that we had put in here, which is this 3760 zone. Bounced off that and came up, rejected view app, and it's just been rejecting view app over and over. So definitely going to be looking at more shorts probably today. Just getting in here, getting a little closer on the chart. Let's take a quick, just look for a quick scalp to the downside on this. Charts are moving a little laggy today. So we did step into the Bollinger Band. Could have cut that right there. That was just like kind of a feeler trade, but that feeler trade was pretty expensive. Volume's okay. You see the volume right here. This blue line is really kind of what we determined to be roughly right around kind of average. When we're lower than that, it gets hard to trade. At this bounce here off this 37.35, how far away deviated are we from the view app? So view app is at 64, and this is only about $30 difference. So we actually do have like some variance, about $20 more to the downside, at least based off previous experience. It's not a guaranteed method. It's just something I've noticed personally. We're getting red on the TTM, but we are stepping into the Bollinger Band, so maybe a long opportunity here. Join the bid there. I do think my sizing or my positioning is a bit aggressive. We got 437.50 on that, so I'm just down slightly on the day. I'm gonna actually put this at 8, which seems functional within today's trading. Maybe for 8 ticks on things. I'll pull back to 40 and a bounce off 40 seems like a reasonable move. Join the bid there at 39.75. Looking for 8 ticks. There we go. Up 312.50 on the day. Not bad. These little type of moves right here are really profitable, by the way, if you can catch them. They're sometimes kind of challenging, but you can see right here there was one, and then right here, and right here, and right here. So they come up really often, especially on these like stair steps. What a stair step is, basically, we're kind of like we rip up a little bit and then pull back, and then we rip up and pull down, and we just kind of follow that pattern. But you can take some pretty decent like scalp trades off stair stepping. You just have to be really quick with your timing, and just really kind of like focus on like knowing that it's gonna pull back. And so don't go for like huge swings, but little base hits like the one the two really that you just saw me take can be really profitable. So we're 15 contracts in, and we've earned 312.50 in the simulator. And so we got this hammer candle forming here with a possible crossover on the 1226. This actually looks like it's gonna come up and test this 35 as resistance here. How much time we got? We got 10 seconds left in this candle. I should have joined a bid. A little late. And now I'm chasing it. So I'm gonna just go for 2 ticks on this one. The reason why I'm just going for 2 ticks instead of the full move really is because I chased it, so my entry's not great, and probably gonna have to cut this. I hope not, but it's looking a little sketch just because I chased that move up. Pulling back some. What's the TTM? TTM is from 2.9 to 2.5 to 2.0. That's a little too much of a pullback for me here. Cut it right there. Down 375 on the day from being up 320, 312. How am I going back and forth today? We knew this rejection was coming, but with that like pop up there, I really did chase it. I was looking for it to pop up and reject on 35, not to reject right here. So that's my bad. And this is the pop up off that pullback there. The reason why I cut this is because sometimes these don't resolve and then they continue to fall down. So now I'd be looking for a pullback to about like right here. That's the entry that we want. Okay, so we got a pretty decent under there at 42.50 and looking to get out at 44.50, but I actually think I'm going to lower that down to 44 just because I want to be like right below this 35. The reason why I want to be right below it and not at it is because there's a high probability that it often will come up and actually hit this 35 and then reject off there. So we did get that trade. That puts us back at flat today, but remember that we're not flat because we actually did take some loss because of the 25 contracts that we traded. So 25 times 4, so it's roughly $100 in fees. So remember that that's not flat. Join the bid here, looking for the break through the 35. We did get the 1226 crossover and the 912 crossover. It was one of the reasons why I took that trade. So that's up $500. Now we'd be looking for a rejection here at 50 at the 50 EMA, which happens to be right around $50, or $37.50, I should say. Definitely our original 12 tick would have worked out, but that momentum really wasn't there until about like right here. So this 50 EMA is likely to act as pretty strong resistance. Now, what we have going for us to the bullish side, or I shouldn't say that, what we do have going for us to the upside back towards the VWAP is that we've got this 9 above the 12, both of them crossing above the 26 simple moving average, and we got the cyan switch right here on the TCM within the Bollinger Band range. Bollinger Band range, not Banj. I always say Banj because I say Bollinger and then it just says Banj, like banjo, the Bollinger Banjo. Welcome to the Bollinger Banjo Band. All right, look for a bounce off this blue 35 EMA here. I'm gonna join the bid and just take that bet. It's kind of a riskier trade. Looking for that bounce off that 35 and then a rejection up here again, or rather a test of. The reason why I say it's a riskier trade is literally for what exactly just happened. But we're right within range. I honestly should have waited for that rejection, then joined the bid for the upside move. Cyan so we went from 0.6 to 1.2, so we got a movement of and then to 1.9. So we're stacking pretty nicely on the TTM. Just looking for that to test that 50 EMA. Taking the profit right there. Took 250 on that one. Actually took 187.50. I cut that a little early, and I did that intentionally because even though I do think that this is going to bounce, I didn't want to hold through that potential pullback that it could do. Sometimes it'll do like a rip down and then a rip back up. Up 687.50. That 50 EMA is typically pretty strong resistance. But once we cross over it and then hold, then it tends to be pretty strong support. So yeah, just want to check in. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I really genuinely hope that you guys are enjoying the show and that you guys are green on the day. So I like that. Okay, we got this flag forming right here off the 35. I'm gonna switch over to a 12 tick move, and then I'm gonna look to join the bid and look for a rip over this level here. And the test of 37.50 is the area that I'm going for. Join the bid there. I'm looking for a test of 37.50. However, if we don't rip through this green 50 moving average, they'll probably cut it. But we went from 2.9 to 4.0 on the TTM, so this is looking really nice for this reversal here. So close. Cut the trade there. Up 10.62.50 on the day. So doing pretty well on the day. We got 40 contracts that we've traded so far, so we need to factor those fees in. So let's do that right now. This is exactly why I cut it. Is We cut it right here because, you know what, we don't actually need this side thing. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we actually ended up cutting it right there because we had fear of rejection of that particular area. So let's do that. So this is our contract fees. So we take our 1062.50 that we're up on the day, and we subtract our contract fees. That puts us up 888 and 10 cents. Look at that. Pulled back, then refilled almost the entire candle. 2.9 to 4.1 to 5. So this still looks pretty strong for an upward move. We can actually make our chart bigger. There we go. This is going to take a little bit for me to get used to with a chart this large. I'm used to trading these like tiny charts. A couple of things to note about this trend reversal here. Number one, the blue line here really helps us a lot of times determine that trend reversal is on its way. You can see right here at 7:17 that the 35 crossed over that 26 simple moving average. Now, what that is communicating to us, what this moving averages story is communicating, is it's letting us know that, hey, sometime within the next half hour or so, we're likely to see a trend reversal. And you can see it actually played out almost exactly. So right here at 7:17, and then here we are at 7:47, that it's putting in this upward move. Now, will this move hold? I don't know. I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think it'll hold really has a lot to do with the movement, the total movement on the day. Since the total movement on the day has been very bearish. And then the other thing is that we really haven't hit full extension off the view app. The view app here is at 37.62, and we came down and hit 37.35. So it's just not enough. Like sometimes, like a lot of the time, I see this go down about $50 off of the view app. So, but what I can say is that we're definitely getting a nice bounce here, and we didn't even quite get the test of 37.50 because that's like right there. Breaking over 37.50 really would be kind of like the zone to beat. My apologies on the yawns. Let's do. I'm gonna throw an alert in here at 37.50, just because. There we go, 37.50. Just because, to me, that seems like a really important zone to break over. This is exactly why I said I didn't think it would work out. It really had a lot to do with the movement on the day, and it had to do with how far away we were from volume weighted average price, which is right here, this purple line. And so, like I said, and like I've been saying for the last couple of days, is that I've been noticing that there's roughly a $50 variance on the bullish and bearish side of VWAP. So $50 up from VWAP, pull back. $50 down from VWAP, pull up. And that's just kind of something I've noticed. I don't know if it's true. I'd really have to dive in deep to try and find the answer to that. All I know is what I see and what I tend to recognize out of just patterns, and that's a pattern that I've noticed personally. So, all right, we are within the Bollinger Band. That doesn't mean a whole lot. It just kind of means that, you know, there's a potential for a trade soon. I should say a trade to the long side. So many yawns today. We're up 10.62.50. After fees, we're up 8.88. Haven't taken a trade since right here, since 7.46. So we're just chilling. We're just hanging out. If you guys are chilling, you guys are hanging out. You know, just like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. All this stuff just helps the channel grow and it's very, very much appreciated. On top of that, guys, we do have a Discord community group that we're growing, and we're pretty small right now. We really just started this stream not very long ago, and the stream's going to continue to get better. Our community is going to continue to get better. But that Discord community, if you guys want to learn more about trading, futures, stocks, crypto, NFTs, investing, trading, as well as entrepreneurship outside of the trading sphere, then join in that Discord group. It's just joelstraight.com/Discord. There's also a link in it in the description as well. We got to pull back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles in a row. And this guy opened green, and it's kind of dojiing here, right off of 37.38. Visual impairment getting me. I was looking to potentially do a long right there. It's kind of weird trading like this with this like much larger chart. TTM dropping to 1.2. This honestly was the that was the entry, was right off that doji. It looks like it may continue to rip, but I'm just not taking a position yet. The entry would have been off the doji, at least for me. We have 3 seconds left on this candle, so new candle forming now. Nine's below 12. I don't like that for the upward move, but they're still both above 26, which is helpful. But because the 9 is below the 12, it's one of the reasons why I'm staying out of the trade. It does look like we're getting like sort of ascending support here, where you can see that we're finding support in this zone after finding support here. So this was at 35, and this one was near 38, close to 40. So I do think that there's a potential for this to turn back around and go back up. 35, the blue 35 line there is very strong resistance a lot of the time. Let's see if we can get a pullback to like 37.42 and then rip off that. If not, so we can get 42.50. Got the entry at 42.50. I'm looking for a break above the 35. Not getting that. This is weird to me to trade on this wide chart. I feel like I have to like move my head around. I need to like reposition this to make it right. Huge rejection there. Honestly, gave back most of the profits. Is messing with these charts. Massive rejection there. Let's see if this fills back up. I don't think it will though, just because will it? We got a lot of indicators working against us right now for the long side. Cut it right there. Basically gave back almost $1,000 on that trade. That really was my fault, honestly. I was messing with the charts, looking for a breakout move too, while messing with charts. It's not really a position that you want to be in. I don't know. Our price ladder just seems too large, but also at the same time, like, let's make it like that. That works. I think when we resized it made this left side large. All right. Take a 2-tick move to the downside. Or, sorry, 3 ticks. Hey, hello. Good to see you here. Pulling back even more. A few seconds left on this. 15 seconds left on this candle. Going short here. Should have actually got the short midway through the green. I did not want to see this candle open green. It's okay. Got sort of like a double bottom forming here. Long there off of 38 and looking to get out at 41. Going long here for the for another move back up, for another test back up. All right, got that trade up 500 on the day again. But now we have much more contracts that we traded. So we traded 20 more contracts to lose $562. So that actually puts us up just about $240 on the day after fees. Look for a pullback to 40. So we get the entry off 40 there. Actually, I think 40 is too low, especially with this new candle. Glad I cut that. Where are we at? Running resistance yet again at the 35. 40 actually would have been a nice entry if we were able to get it, which I actually think we might have been able to. In at 41.50, and I've got my move up here at 44.50, but I'm gonna move down to 44, which is right at the 50 moving average. Got 5 seconds left in this candle. I haven't quite tapped 44 yet. Cut it right there, up 6A, 750 on the day. We definitely would have hit 44. Look at that. All right, getting another move back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles in a row. And running into the 50. So, but the more that the 50 drops off that, essentially, the more once we start getting more and more divergence towards the bottom, while the 50 is also running into that bottom and the 35 running into that bottom, it gives us almost like this wind up effect where it's sort of like there's a lot of buyers at the bottom and they're building that position. And over time, that's going to send it skyrocketing up. Currently up at 46 now. Looking for an entry out for 45 if I can get it. I don't know if I can though. Doesn't look like it. How much time we got left on this? A couple seconds. Okay, I did get the entry out for 45 actually, but we are pulling back more than I want to. Right now we've got 9 above 12. We're moving towards the 26 crossover. 35 still above the 26, and we're now looking to hold 50 as support, the 50 EMA, which means 3750 is our line in the sand, so to speak. Although I think we're going to blow right past it. So I may actually put this up at 49. So if we got that move all the way up to $49, like $37.49, that'd be $1,000 move, which is looking really strong. The TTM stacking on yellow. We got support here at the 50. The 9's above the 12. Those are both crossing above the 26. Next candle, really important. These market makers, man, they just know how to get you. Looking for support here at the 35. The more this 35 runs into this 50, the closer we get to that breakout. I'm actually pretty surprised that that did not break out there. Um, because we came up, we broke through the 50, we pulled back, we bounced off the 50, and they came up there, and then really I was expecting this to kind of pull back to the 50 and then bounce again, and so it's kind of crazy that we dropped below it. So that's pretty wild, honestly. We also have TTM happening too, but not at enough momentum to care. I think it's going to bounce yet again. But frankly, I was a little shocked at this pullback, to be completely honest. Now, pullbacks are normal and necessary, but this was like a much larger pullback than I was expecting. There's 10 seconds left in this candle. So much larger pullback than I was expecting on that. Like really a lot. Okay, I mean that push back up. This is actually why I held it and why I didn't cut it. Because I was expecting this pushback up, just because this pullback seemed it seemed unnecessary. Honestly, running into resistance again at the 50, heavy resistance right there at the 50. I was really shocked that this popped up, ran for 3 minutes above the 50, and then rejected off of it. I was shocked it didn't work as support, because that's one of the most common things that it would do, is work as support. If you look at these sell-off volume numbers, though, like the volume is like 4,000 on each of these candle, and even down like under 3 on this one. Whereas like these other candles here were much higher. Specifically, this one was at 5,700. And then these other ones are like 3,800, 3,900, 4,100. So I guess it's pretty normal, actually, the volume. Another possible crossover, which we've had a few that kind of false broke. With the market being bearish today, like these man, look how like perfectly it rejects off the 50. We are getting this ascending support right here, which you can see kind of visually. You can also draw it, but I'm trying not to have too many drawings in my chart. I could hold this trade because I do think that this is going to work out. But it's really like the cue of like, do I want to like hold this for as long as it may take in order to work out? I don't really think that my loss on it's gonna be too bad. Like even if the loss is like $500, still don't really think it's gonna be that bad. But just the timing, the time it takes to actually make the move happen. Okay, so 9 back above 12, and both those crossing above the 26 again, getting closer conversions on the 35 and 50, like this is, we definitely have a rip coming. That is evident because we've got this ascending support going on. We've got the 50 kind of coming down while running into the 35. And the closer the 35 and the 50 get to each other, especially if the 35 crosses above the 50, we do have this potential for a much larger move. Really, like 3750 to me kind of seems like the line in the sand. And you can even see like the divergence beginning to happen with the 200 and the volume weighted average price. Like it's just like it's evident that this is going to burst upward. The question is when and how long. How long do I, number one, hold this trade, which our entry is at 45. It's not like we have a terrible entry. But 45 may act as resistance for a while. But, if you're trading long right now, this area you can see is continued resistance here. Now showing that resistance at 45, which is our entry point. Which I always hate getting an entry off of resistance. It's like you think you're getting one off of support, There we go. That's the breakout that we were expecting to see here off of this one, which is also why I held through this pullback, because this just seemed, I don't know, just didn't seem right. This rip up here was more what we were expecting off of this. Really, we had this doji and this pop. I was expecting this pullback and then bounce off there. So we're looking to get out at 37.49. It's a really, really ambitious trade. From 1.4 to 2.4 on the TTM. That's really strong momentum, and we stepped into the Bollinger Band. So I still stand by this trade. I don't know about 37.49. Maybe I want to drop back down to 48, but I still stand by this trade. We've got 5 seconds left in this candle. By the way, if y'all chilling, y'all hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell for notification. All that stuff helps this channel grow, and just helps YouTube know that, oh man, I tried to get out there, it just didn't fill me. I tried to get out like right here. All that stuff just lets YouTube know that, hey, we're here, we're clear, we don't want any more bears. Just kidding. I love bears. But it was a Simpsons reference. But it just lets YouTube know that we're here, we're providing value, we're having fun. And join the bit there. Missed that entry. I cut it too early, man. How many greens do we have in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not that overextended. You pull back now. You can see what I'm talking about with the 50 and the 35. So, like the 35 is still below the 50. I'm gonna join this bid right here. 35 is still below the 50, but it's getting closer to passing and testing above the 50. This 9 is above the 12. Both those are crossing above the 35, which is really strong for upward move, and the all of it's above the 26, which is what we want to see for upward momentum. Got an entry at 43.50, and we're looking to get out at 46.50 off 5 contracts. 2 dojis in a row, which is weird. Cut it right there. Up 11.25 on the day. Looks like could have got the whole thing. Um, but remember, we got 75 contracts that we traded, which is $327 in fees. So let's subtract our 11.25 on the day out of that. So we're actually up 798. So we actually ended up losing $100 or $90 in due to fees from way back here where we were up 1062.50. So definitely our trade idea would have worked out. We could have actually pulled in even more profit off of this. So, and we got this marker up here at 37.50 because I actually think that that's going to be the biggest line in the sand. TTM looking strong. TTM went from 3 to 3.2 to 3.5. So it's looking reasonable for its momentum build up on there. But what I'm more interested in addition to the TTM giving us that confirmation, is this 9 is above the 12. All of it's crossing above the 50, and it's above the 35 and 26. There's a lot of indicators for upward move. Green candles, so we got 1, 2, 3, followed by 2 dojis, then 1, 2. Here's the move up. There's 37.50. Just tapped it. Now, are we going to reject off 37.50? Pretty good day on trading, honestly. I definitely made some mistakes. That's okay. We all do. What really it is like, did we learn from those mistakes? And do we apply that learning? So that's really what I'm hoping to see, is that I get better at identifying my mistakes before I make them and try and stay out. Excuse me. Try and stay out of making those same mistake patterns. We definitely had that opportunity to hold this on till 37.50, and frankly, I wish I didn't. But and I wish I had pulled up my sell order up to 37.50 because it just kind of seemed like it was going to happen. So I think that the big move part of things might be kind of over at the moment. So a pullback may be inevitable here in this area, 3.5 to 4 to 4.5. You can see we got this doji forming at the top. It's red, it's green, it's doji. We don't know. A pullback to this 9. Ugh. I gotta move more. Some stretches. Pullback to this 9 is interesting. By the way, if you guys want to get 6 free stocks, Weeble's giving away for 6 free stocks right now. We can sign up using my link. So if you like trading stocks, options, and crypto, I personally do stocks and crypto, and I've used Weeble for it. One thing I really like about Weeble when trading crypto is that the funds settle immediately. I guess that's pretty much every exchange, but you can trade crypto on there using US dollars, which is kind of nice. But yeah, guys, check them out and get yourself some free stocks. Turning the bid here, taking a small scalp, looking for 4 ticks up. It's just a $1 move to the upside. I don't like that pullback there. With 20 seconds left in this candle, we're hitting a doji. I took this move really because the doji was forming, and also because we had cyan on the TTM. I'm gonna put that 2 ticks up, actually. Now putting it 1 tick up, just kind of like get out of it. All right. Also, guys, if you want to join an awesome community of people, a growing community of traders and entrepreneurs and investors, check out our Discord group. Okay. Our Discord group is really focused on that, on trading, investing, entrepreneurship, trading all different types of assets, not just stocks or not just futures. We trade a bunch of different stuff. So if you guys are interested in something like that and you want to learn more, you want to grow in a community of like-minded individuals, and just join that Discord group, joelstraight.com/Discord. There's also a link to it in the description. And lastly, guys, so we're up 1187.50 on the day before fees. Okay, so let's add in our fees. It's very important that we add in our fees, and remember that this is a simulator that we're currently trading in. So 1187.50 minus 348.80. So that means we're up $838.70 on the day. So if you guys would like to earn funding in the futures market, you guys can check out Elite Trader Funding. Elite Trader Funding is a super dope program. I personally use these guys in order to earn funding in the futures market myself. And you can actually earn funding all the way up to 300K. Now, what that means is that they actually give you a 300K account to be able to trade it. And all you have to do is hit their profit target. For the 300K, which is a really big account, profit target is 20K. But you can also go down to like a 10K, 25, or a 50. Personally, I think that the 50K evaluation is one of the best values in the market, especially when you use our promo code JSBEST, which is linked in the description as well. And you would definitely want to use the link in the description in order to make sure that you get those discounts. But the reason why I say the 50K is one of the best values is because you can take 8 contracts of the mini. And you can see we're trading with 5 today. You can also say 80 contracts in the micro. You have a profit target of $3,000 and a drawdown of $2,000. So I like that the profit target is only $3,000. That you can take 8 contracts. By being able to take 8 contracts, you can actually really sort of like stack and multiply and compound your results very quickly, because you can take less riskier trades, so to speak. I say less risky in terms of movement, not necessarily in terms of position size, because the bigger the position size, the more the risk there is. But you could take scalps, and you can be in and out really, really quickly, and earn those profits and pay those fees. And one thing that's really nice is that the fees are significantly less than whatever you would make on like a per tick basis, especially when you're trading the mini. So check them out if you guys want to look to earn funding in the futures market. We did get a bounce off that doji right there, and now we came up. We had tested this 3750 level, broke over it a little bit. I'm going to throw in a marker here. 3750, which is here. So I'm putting that in there as support and resistance. And TTM is slowly stacking up a little bit. So really, now we're looking at the 200 moving average as our next resistance area, which is at 56. So to give an example of a scalp that I was talking about, what's our volume at? It's not terrible. I got on that late. I meant to get in like right here. That's our entry. Our entry is right at 53. I really don't like that entry, so I'm going to just try and get out with a little bit of profit if I can, just like a single tick. cutting it there. Had to cut that one quick. That one was really kind of a accident. I tried to get in here, and it popped like right at the moment that I had joined the bid, and so we ended up getting filled really like at where we wanted to exit. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut it down here for the day. I think that this is a pretty good stopping point. I want to say thank you, and that I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing up. And like I said, if you guys want to earn funding in the futures market or any of the other things that I mentioned, all this stuff goes to support the channel, the growth of the channel, supports the income of my family, and all those things. They are all affiliate links. And yeah, I just figured that you guys would want some discounts and everybody gets paid along the process. So it's a really, really strong way for us to be in a symbiotic relationship. And I really like that. Be sure you guys join in our Discord group if you guys want to have interesting conversations with other entrepreneurs, other traders, other investors, etc. We're brand new, so we're just growing that. And yeah, we've only been here for about less than 90 days, and we've already got a lot of community growing and developing. So, 11, appreciate you guys for showing up there, showing your support. And guys, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. I'm going to spend some time with my wife today and just hang out. All right. And all right, we love and appreciate you guys. All right, Optimus, we will see you tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. Much love and appreciation, Optimus. We will see you guys out there. Good luck in the markets. Peace.